Hello, love warriors, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well on this beautiful Monday. I am boosting myself. I got I had a conversation with Spirit earlier and with my spirit guides, and I kind of got a little irritated, if we could say it like that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me boost myself, get myself back, center myself. So I went and did a little makeup. The makeup I used to like doing, like weird little makeup that I like doing. So I did that and dressed up. And I was like, let me do a video. I like skipped out on a few things I needed to do today because I was moping around. But I feel better now. So after this video, we're going to go deal with the things that I was supposed to deal with this morning. How are you guys? So we're going to be doing a new video. Like always, it is about love, peace, harmony. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am Just Flo. I am a love coach and a messenger of the heart. And what do we do here? We embody peace, love, and harmony, and we generate the vital energy that we need to actually show up and embody the relationships. My daughter's here, so you guys are going to hear her a bit as well. She wants her own mic, so let me give that to her. And I also teach how to increase your vital energy so that you can show up in your relationships embodying peace, love, and harmony. So that you get your desired outcome, basically. So let's get into it. I'll be answering a few questions as I go. I don't know what the title of this video will be yet, but as always, it pertains to the soul's growth. So let's get into it. First question that I got for this week is I feel blocked when it comes to fully receiving or expressing love without fear or control. This one is a really tough one because you have to open yourself up to fully receiving love, which means you have to put yourself in a space where you're fully trusting that you're actually going to receive that response, right? So you're not expecting anything outside of yourself. You're actually really sitting with yourself and opening yourself up to, I am ready to receive. I am ready to trust that I'm in a place in my life where I can accept and fully receive without having to control the outcome. Because even when you try to control the outcome, does it pan out the way you wanted? No. No, it really doesn't. And if it does pan out the way you wanted, it's because you had to control and utilize energy, more energy than you wanted, to make sure that all the parts of the pieces, because with anything that comes together, it's always interconnected to other parts. And so you had to control all the parts of the pieces, dictate all the parts of the pieces so that it would come together into um, one outcome that you wanted. Whereas there's the all seeing, right? There's the all source that knows every part that led to you being here today. The all seeing knows how the trees grew today, knows how the sun circulates, knows how these clothes were made, knows where my makeup came from, for me to be sitting here, where this mic came from, for me to be sitting here with you. And I can't control all those circumstances to complete this video. But if I didn't let go of control, I would never create this video and you would never. Okay. All right, guys, we are back. Baby girl is sleeping. It was past her nap, but she was pushing it. She was refusing to go to bed. And I knew she was going to want to nap right when I started filming. So she's in bed. All right, let's keep going. Let's take back from where I left off. I feel blocked when it comes to fully receiving or expressing love without fear or control. So you have to get into a space where you fully trust that you are open to receiving those things. And that means addressing the fear and addressing the control. That means sitting with yourself and actually going back inside and tapping in and tuning in and asking yourself, what is it that I really fear? What is it that I really fear? If I could really let go, if I could really surrender, if I could really stay in the stillness, if I were to stay and in this spot and nothing ever changed, because everything is moment to moment to moment to moment, right? And you can change and shift your mind in the next moment and change and shift your mind in the next moment, right? But if you were meant to stay exactly where you are right now, how many of you that made you guys shiver? That made you guys be like, hell nah, I refuse to stay in the spot that I am right now. And the refusal, is it coming from because I am worthy, I am deserving, I have so much that I want to offer the world? Or is it coming from fear? People are going to judge me. People are going to think of this. I can't stay like this because this, it says this about me. Is there a story of fear that is preventing you from really embracing where you are right now? Or is it a story of growth, of I have so much more that I want to create, I have so much, you feel empowered in the change? So is it fear of stagnation, or is it excitement of change? Once you unlock, that's already like deblocking a feeling, an energy within you. So once you unlock where it's really coming from, that fear, you can go on to the next step, which is, why do I want to control this fear? Where did I learn to control this fear? Who taught me that fear needs to be controlled rather than embraced and rather than worked through? Why can't I let it pass through me? Why can't I let this moment pass through me? Why can't I let this moment change me? Why can't I let this moment move me? Why can't I let this moment embrace me? It's a dance. Like, you know, you're dancing with the energy, you're dancing with, sometimes you're scared and it goes like a horror film. And then it goes into the love scene and you're like, oh, this is nice. You know how you go through the emotions of a movie, or you go through the emotions of a storytelling, or you go through the emotions of your life? That's the same thing with your fear and control. Allow it to move through. You don't hold on to it so tightly because you're afraid of what you will become without it. Because there's this whole unknown part of you, this whole you that you have never gotten to know because you've been holding so tightly onto your fear. You've been holding so tightly onto your control. And so you don't see how life would unfold for you because you're so like, the outcome needs to be this, the outcome needs to look like this, it has to go this way because it says this about me. But you never controlled how all of this unfolded. I'm not controlling the wind right now, but I am feeling this breeze because the wind is allowing me to cool down the sun that is right in front of my face. And so instead of being like, oh my gosh, god damn it, it's hot, I have the wind here that's cooling me down, and I get to embrace both of it, and I get to feel both of it, and I get to enjoy the grass, and I get to enjoy this whole natural feeling of being myself and talking to you guys because I'm embracing everything that comes around me. And even in the chaos of life, you need to be in the eye of the storm. You need to be the eye of the storm. You don't even need to be in it. You are it. You are the eye of the storm. You are the peace. You are the stillness. When you sit down with yourself and you say, I embrace it. And it is scary as hell, guys. I'm telling you right now. It is scary as hell. It's frustrating as hell. But do you want to hold on to this frustration forever? No. Do you want to be saying every day it's frustrating, it's annoying, it's like, do you want to be in complaint mode all day? No. I hate complaint mode. Complaint mode is nice when you're complaining about something and in the next moment you're like, yes, I got what I wanted. Yes, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Yes, I got this amazing fruit salad because fruit is so amazing. And so you just went from complaint mode to making it happen. But you see, the process of the making it happen is not as important when you actually have it. Now you have your desire and you're like, I'm satisfied. And then you go into the next moment, and are you going to complain again? No, because you already know that if you complain about something, there's a process to getting that thing. So instead of complaining about it, just be aware of, I would like this. Let me receive it into my realm. Let me receive it into my environment. Let me receive it into my body. And then it will materialize in front of me. So you no longer have to go into the fear. You no longer have to go into the control because you've already done that. And you know that doing that will either lead to catastrophe, and that catastrophe will lead to another situation, and that situation will lead to another awareness, and that another awareness will lead to another awakening, and that other awakening will lead until you have reached your goal. So instead of going through all that and making it seem like I am blocked, I can't control nothing. I can't receive nothing. I can't fully express love. Express love through that whole process. Embrace that whole process. You are receiving in this very moment. In this very moment, you're receiving. You're receiving from the universe. How I have been seeing things now is that everything is a message. Even when I'm watching a YouTube video, even when I'm talking to my sisters, even when I'm talking to my family, even when I'm looking outdoors, I'm having a conversation with the whole world. And that whole conversation is leading back to, what do you want to do? What do you want to feel? How do you want to respond to this? How do you want to react? It's a whole experience, actually. It's a whole experiencing fully. Because some people are like, aren't you so much in your head? No, I'm not at all in my head, because you're like, you breathe it in. I want to feel peace right now, and so I want to respond with peace. I want to, yo, that did something to me in my chest. I want to come back and prove and show that, yo, I'm a baddie too. I want to feel comedy right now, so I want to laugh, and I want to be light. You get to choose, and you get to be the observer of that, and you get to be the experiencer of that, and you get to be still in that, and you get to be immersed in that. And that whole process, if you were to be at the end of your life and look back at it, you would love it. You would be like, wow, I'm glad that I embraced that and I was fully receiving each experience rather than pushing and resisting and fighting. I don't want to have to fight until my last breath. And so I'm going to fully embrace it. And when you fully embrace it and you have that conversation with yourself, then you're fully receiving and you're expressing love without fear or control. So I hope that answered that question well. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want to go deeper into that. Or join me in one of my programs and we can do brick upon brick on building that strong foundation of love for yourself, building that strong foundation of peace, building that strong foundation of your eternal flame, and seeing that eternal flame burn and bring to you, attract to you, and magnetize to you your desires. So next question. I sometimes confuse peace with avoidance or suppression. How can I shift towards true inner stillness? I sometimes confuse peace with avoidance. Oh, because so you isolate yourself. You know, isolation is not necessarily a bad thing. It turns into a negative thing when we see it as I'm lonely, nobody is inactivity, um, inactive spark within you because you're so down, you're so low in spirits, you're so low in vibration. You're creating these alliances with vibrations that and frequencies that are not uplifting. And so you confuse it with that because I'm alone, there's no drama, there's no chaos, there's no conflict, there's no one. There's no one but me and my thoughts. But even when you're with you and your thoughts, there's so much void and emptiness that it doesn't truly feel like peace. Peace is going to feel like acceptance, embracing, receiving, like we said, expressing fully. There's nothing restraining you from being you. There's nothing restraining you from being authentic. Avoidance is because you don't know how to be authentic in these situations. You don't know how to embrace these situations. You don't know how to react and respond to these circumstances. And so you avoid and you suppress. So there's actually an accumulation of expression and creativity within you. And when you keep it within you, it's bottled up and it doesn't recycle. And so if it doesn't recycle, it's not creating this new vague, this new wave of energy coming within you and creating momentum for you to keep going in the direction that truly feels real to you. It's actually creating stagnation, and it's creating clumps and blockages in your body, so you'll feel constrained like this. You're like, well, there's no one around me. I feel empty, but I'm alone. There's peace. There's no noise. But why am I always alone? Why? It creates this. Why is this happening to me? Why am I here? What do I do? How do I get out of this situation? maybe I should end it, because it does take a turn for me, especially, and for a lot of my clients, it took a turn into suicidal thoughts. How do I get out of this situation? Because you know it doesn't feel like true inner peace. If it felt like true inner peace, why would you be running from the isolation? Why would you be running from the solitude? Why would you be running from the suppression? So how do you shift towards true inner stillness? Take advantage of the solitude, take advantage of the loneliness, take advantage of the moments where you get to be just with you. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, damn, I was all alone, and I could have taken advantage of that to work my intuition, to work the conversations I was having with my guides, to work the confidence that I had in myself, to work my self-esteem. And obviously we still ended up doing that work, but I'm like, I could have done even more. And so take advantage of those moments where you get to be alone and breathe. Breathe. If you find yourself where you're in low activity right now, breathe. Breathe in. Truth. Breathe in truth and release the lies. The lies are that you are all alone. You are never alone. And I want you guys to fully receive that. You are never alone. You are a soul in a human body. You are particle, you are light, you are vibration, you are frequency, you are the fraction of the whole universe. You are never alone. That's like telling space. Like we go in space and we look at space and we look at a galaxy and we look at a planet and we're like, you're alone. You are a whole planet, you are a whole world with emotions, energy in motion, energies that interconnect. You are a web of life. You came from a web of life. You are never alone. There are your ancestors within you that are speaking to you at this moment. And some of them are like your ops. And some of them are your biggest supporters, your biggest like cheerleaders, and you're like, you got this, and they're sending you so much love. Even your ops are sending you love. Because like, you ain't shit. And you're like, wait, what? I ain't shit? I am something. Because they know there's something too. And they want to feel that something. So when you feel something, those ancestors feel that something too. And they're like, whew, I feel alive. And then you got all these energies working with you because you feel alive. So we were talking about, I'm out here talking about excitement. We were talking about inner stillness. So breathe in, truth. Truth is that you are never alone, that this moment was created by your subconscious mind so that you can be in this moment and take in all the information that you need to take in. Life was overwhelming for you and you need some rest. Life was too noisy for you and you need to clear the clutter. You need to clear the noise. So you breathe in truth. And you release the lies. You release everything that doesn't serve you. Release everything that you absorbed that was not yours. Everything that was the external world trying to mold you and mend you into what they think is the norm. You don't have to be a norm. You came here to experience something and to pave the way into new experiences for the next generation. You came here to open up and innovate new ways of being, new ways of feeling, new ways of expressing your soul's truth, your soul's essence. And the environment hasn't always created the places and the resources that will help you fully express yourself. And that's what you're here to understand within yourself. Like, okay, it doesn't exist, let me make it. It's not here yet, let me do it. And there's other people that have found that for themselves, and they are an inspiration to how you can do it that for yourself. So shifting means being able to sit with yourself, sit with your truth, sit with your emotions, and understand that true peace, what does true peace feel like? Actually ask yourself, what does true peace feel like to me? What does true peace look like to me? And how can I take advantage of every scenario in my life to bring myself back into center, to bring myself, to make sure that I'm rooted in what is correct for me, in what is needed and is requested of me, in how to move my soul through me, in how to pull in the energy the eternal flame that wishes to burn in this lifetime? Sit with those questions. Sit with those deep, thoughtful questions, and they're not always going to appear right away. It is a process, it is a journey, it is an experience, and what is needed in the moment will show up in the moment. And what is needed in the next moment will show up in the next moment. And those are seeds, 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 and you are the soil that is fertilizing each seed, right? And then they'll pop up, pop, 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 bloom, 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 until you fully have this bloomed garden, this garden that is so beautiful, that is so peaceful, that is so loving, that is so anchored in being centered and rooted, that you're like, wow, I've seen it. Time to go into my next experience, my next lifetime, my next ascension, whatever it is that your soul decides to do then. I have seen it, I have experienced it, I have conquered, and I am ready for the next moment of joy. Because we're always moving, we're always spiraling. So, next question. How does rejecting or judging parts of myself affect the harmony I seek in my relationships? How can you reject and judge yourself and not reject and judge others? That's how it affects it. Because if you're looking for harmony with others, then you should also be looking to have harmony within yourself. That was actually what sparked my journey. My journey is like, wow, what is the truth behind harmonious relationships? And so I had to create harmony within myself. Does that mean I'm always in harmony? No, but I always know how to get myself back into harmony. Because once you understand the truth behind harmony, you understand that it's a mindset, it's an intention, it's the way you feel, the way you vibrate, the way you respond inside. And then that your eyes are just the portal to seeing how it's showing up in the external world. And then your mind looks at the external world and judges it based on what's going on inside. So if you're rejecting what you see on the outside, it's because you're rejecting what you're seeing on the inside. And if you're judging what you see on the outside, it's because you're judging what you see on the inside, which is with your third eye, right? And so, how does it affect the harmony? It affects the harmony within yourself. It's not really affecting the harmony with the others, it's affecting the harmony that you have within yourself. And then you see that on the outside with others. But it's also how you respond to that. Are you actually suppressing that judgment and that rejection within yourself and accumulating it until you blow up? Or are you expressing it and communicating that in a healthy, authentic way? Because you can have these conversations with people. And if you're unable, because there's some people that you're like, oh no, I definitely can't have that conversation with them. Have that conversation in a letter, have that conversation in a voice note, have that conversation in an email. And then you can, if it's a letter, you can burn it if you want to, send it into the air, send it into space, send it into the universe. The universe has ears everywhere, right? And they will deal with it, and they will they will know how to alchemize and transmute that energy. But you really need to release it within yourself so that next time you have a broader perspective of, wow, it's not really the person that I'm judging, it's the upbringing that I'm judging. And I'm judging the upbringing because the upbringing comes from this concept or this philosophy. Remember when we were talking about the ancient generational curses, right? It comes from this philosophy that was imposed on my lineage, and it was imposed on my lineage because my lineage went through a dramatic fall from grace, and they went through this dramatic fall from grace because they needed to understand and experience the true meaning of what source is. And then while they were trying to understand the true meaning of source, they met people that were completely opposite, unaligned with source, and it traumatized the whole world so deeply that it hit the earth's core, that it changed the ocean's direction. And so because of this huge wave of unalignment from source, we got to go back and experience the process of coming back into alignment, the whole world. So dramatic, right? Damn, we are so dramatic. So dramatic, but I guess the drama, that's what we like, you know, even in entertainment, we like the drama. And so I guess that's why we're experiencing the drama. All this to say that it happens within you. You are the ripple effect. You are the wave. You are the domino effect. You are the one tier that opens up the floodgates and creates the harmony that we're looking for and creates the alignment that we're looking for and creates that togetherness and that connectedness. And if you feel that, but you don't know how to move along that alignment and you don't know how to walk that path because there's just nothing around you that is really sparking that inspiration within yourself, then I'm here to help you through that. And it's not about like my dream and my vision, it's about guiding you into understanding your dream and your vision and being the space holder for you to find that inner stillness within yourself. Because that is my duty and my role in this lifetime. And I embrace it and I accept it lovingly and hopefully. Hopefully? Hopefully. So, yeah, you guys can always go in the link in the description if you want to work with me. And I got different programs for everybody. That is a love warrior. Let's get that right. Everybody that is a love warrior, everybody that feels called to walk that path of harmony, peace, and alignment with their divine self. So, next question. I did a bobo. Forgot to turn on my mic when I came back. I was making dinner, and then I came back and just started ranting. And the mic was not on. All right. No point in complaining about it. Let's go. Next question. When I think of the idea of being in harmony with others, I don't always feel safe. So when I think of the idea of being in harmony with others, I don't always feel safe. It triggers fear of losing control, identity, or freedom. I have to get myself back into it because, ugh, guys, I already answered this. All right. Lose control. Let yourself lose control. What's the worst that can happen if you actually lose control? What's going to happen? What's going to surge out of you? What is going to come out of you if you actually allow yourself to lose control? Are you going to be aggressive? Are you going to be violent? Are you going to be a people pleaser? Are you going to be perky, bright, overly talkative? Who is the you that actually loses control once you release everything that was pent up and you let it explode? What actually happens? Who are you actually? That's actually unknown. So it's truly that you're fearing the unknown of who you could be if everything that you've held inside to keep these harmonious relationships, to keep these connections with people, with this community, with everything around you. You have been putting on a facade, and now you're afraid that everything that was fake, everything that was pent up, everything that was contained you're going to lose control of it. But I want to see the you that actually loses control, that is actually real, that is actually telling us, okay, that I've had this all in my heart and I can't hold it in my heart anymore. It's too much. It's overwhelming. Allow yourself, allow that overwhelming feeling to move through you and out of you. Allow it to recycle the emotions and the energies that are actually flowing through you. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out, because that's the identity that you have formatted. This is the identity that you've created. That's the character. And is it you that made up that character, or is it your family, your community, the people that you are seeking to hold on to that, to those fake harmonious connections so much? What are you actually protecting? Are you protecting the connection because you're afraid of being alone? But you remember, you are never truly alone. You are never truly alone. You are part of a whole system, a web of life that is here so that you can find out who you are meant to be. So that you can find out how you show up in a world that has been constructed in the way that it is constructed. There is this whole lineage that comes before you. There is this whole web of life around you, your classmates. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a ladybug. Oh, it's a ladybug, guys. We have a ladybug that visited. Oh, at first, I kind of heard it. I was like, what is that? Because the wings were like open. But it's a ladybug. You have this whole web of life, your classmates, your workmates, the people that you meet at the bus, the people that you see in traffic. There's this whole web of life. You are never alone. Even if you're in isolation, there's somebody that comes to your door and brings you the food. There's this whole that you are connected to, and that truly doesn't even give a flying fuck what you decide to do. They're just gonna look at you blow up and be like, oh my god, he blew up, and start whispering and stuff and be like, wow, what a weirdo. But is that the identity you want to hold on to? Oh my gosh, they're judging me. Who cares if they judge you? Let them judge you, because there's some people that would applaud that you did that. There's some people that would applaud that you showed up for yourself and that you defended yourself and that you were like, you know what, I need to stand firm in what is going on within me and I need to release it so I can be more of who I truly am. Oh, there's so many little bugs. A butterfly. And then there was a dragonfly earlier. They're coming and visiting us, guys. So beautiful. So many messages. Transformation. Let it transform you. Let these connections and these relationships transform you so that you can be more of who you truly are, and actually be in harmonious relationships, and actually be in harmonious connections, and actually be in a harmonious tribe. There are people that will stand with you in the weirdness that you are. There are people that are going to judge you for watching anime, and there's people that are going to be like, yo, I love anime, let's watch it together. There are people that are going to think you're weird for reading that book, for watching that movie, but there's people that love your genre of movie. There's people that love your genre of books. They are there. But instead of focusing on the people that are like you, that think like you, that are innovative like you, that are strange like you, that show up like you, you're thinking about the people that are judging you. And so by thinking of the people that are judging you, you're also judging the people that are like you, and therefore rejecting yourself. But why would you want to live a life where you're rejecting yourself continuously? You don't. All you want is to feel connected. You want to feel connected to something bigger than you. You want to feel connected to the essence of you. You want to feel connected to your community. And you're allowed to want that, and you deserve that. So focus on the thing that actually brings you that. Focus on the thing that actually magnetizes that and attracts that into your realm. Focus on the things that make you feel peaceful, that make you feel joy, that make you feel relaxed, that make you feel like that hits the spot. So when you think of the idea, it's an idea, it's in your mind, it's in your third eye, it's in your imagination. And so you're projecting that onto the external world. Lose control. Freedom is all around you. You can tap into freedom right now. Right now. The freedom of breathing in. The freedom of having unlimited thoughts. The freedom of getting up and throwing this chair if I wish to. My sister was in a down and out. She had gone through a breakup, and I was like, you know what? Let's go axe throwing. And I'm like, take all that accumulated energy that you have, put it into the axe and throw it, release it, let yourself. She felt so much better after. Do an activity, do a routine, do a ritual, a salt bath, the elements, let it wash over you. Breathe. Write a letter, anything that gets you to release everything that you feel like you need to contain. Let it work through you. Let it move you. Find out who you truly are. The identity that you have formatted is based on the 3D world, both based on the societal construct. But there is a bigger construct. There's a bigger mission. There's a bigger movement. Tap into that. Be free in that. Lose control in that. And know that you are always connected. Always connected. Always connected to the consciousness, always connected to yourselves, always connected to the particles of movement, always connected to your thoughts, always connected to breath, always connected to your heart, always connected to nature. I have my feet in grass right now. You just have to find the will to truly look and see the things that you are connected to. Let yourself lose control, guys. The last point is a point that I added in there more than a question. So it's acting from love, peace, and harmony versus when I should wait for the world, others to make it feel safe. Why should you wait? Why wait for others to make you feel safe when you can make you feel safe? If you're requesting and seeking love, peace, and harmony, it's because you recognize love, peace, and harmony. And if you recognize feel, see love, peace, and harmony, then you can take the initiative. You can take the lead in creating the places that bring more into life love, peace, and harmony. Listening. See if I heard my daughter. Bring to life, embody, materialize love, peace, and harmony. And you'll also spark in other people that, oh my gosh, there's these places. Because you know, when you're on your journey, guys, you start to notice the people that are also on that journey. And so most of the things that I've been doing in life coaching has come from the Western culture. And then by tapping into, I wanted to tap into my African lineage, and I got into the African Kemet Bantu traditional spirituality. But that's traditional. Now, right now, there is the African diaspora, and there's Africans on this journey as well. And it shocked me. I was like, wow, he's from Ghana. Wow, he's from Congo. Wow, because that's where I'm from. So, wow, like, and they're talking the same talk. They're in the same energy. It's different mission, different roles, but it's the same embodiment. It's the same connection to source, right? And you're never gonna know and realize those people. You're having a conversation with me through YouTube, through the screen, but we are connecting deeper than the screen. We are connected energetically, spiritually. And so you're never going to know the truth of what you are capable of if you're always waiting for other people to make you feel safe. If you're always waiting for other people to take initiative. If you're always waiting for people to take the lead. If you have the energy to, if you have the imagination to, if you have the vision to, then make it happen. And the people that can that can propel your idea even further are going to be drawn to you, because they're going to be like, wow, I love your idea. Can I join you? Can I walk by your side? Can I be a part of this? And so you don't have to do it alone. You just have to start. You just have to start. I don't know why I feel so singy today. I guess it's my throat chakra just, being free. When I was young, my family used to always say, you sing when you talk. Like, I'd be like, no, and like, you sing when you talk. And I was like, okay. And they always thought it was kind of annoying. It just came to mind right now because I'm like singing while I'm talking to you guys, and I just think it's the humming in me. I'm not even the singer of the family. My sister after me is the singer of the family. She's great, guys. She can move you. She channels through singing. But anyways, what I'm saying is embody love, peace, and harmony. Become the anchor for love, peace, and harmony, and those safe places will be built. And then on that journey, you'll also meet other people that are on that journey, and it'll just be an expansion of love, peace, and harmony, and it'll be everywhere, and people will be able to find their tribe because there was people that started. And so this was a great episode. I loved it. I enjoyed it. As you guys can see, I always love these things. And so keep the questions coming, guys. We will do this. If you guys want to join me in a program, my programs are in the description. I also have my free workshop, Supercharged Happiness, on Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So you guys can also join that. I will also add that link in the description. Or else I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys want me to touch on more. Keep sending the questions, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, love warriors.